you don't need their approval. Have you ever noticed that sometimes you really want to do something in your school, you really want to make those changes, but you're afraid of the backlash from the students on the mat, or the parents that might be sitting in the chairs, or the people that might be typing in your Facebook group? In this video today, we're talking about you stopping the habit of seeking approval before you make all your decisions. I'm going to tell you how I make decisions, how we make decisions here at my school that has enabled us to grow into a 7-figure plus company. The wrong way to make decisions is by basing it off of what everybody else thinks. And I know you know this, but I want to just go ahead and break it down for you a little bit more. Is that cool with you? When you base your decisions off of what everybody else has to say or has to think, then you're basing your decisions off of people's emotions and their emotional state, where they're at right now. That could be your family, that could be your friends. I've even had some people that I've coached before talk about, well, I'm gonna check with my instructors to see what they think. And that's all cool, you can do that. But if your instructors aren't also carrying the burden of what it takes to own and operate that martial arts school, all that they are going to be able to give you is the input from their employee perspective. If they're not bought into what the vision is, if they're not bought into the process, if they're not like, this is my gig, I can see a future here, if that's not them, they're not ready to give you any kind of input into the decisions that you have to make on a regular basis. Now, when you stop seeking the approval of everybody else, it doesn't mean that you don't take into consideration what people might say or do because of your decisions. For instance, if you change the class schedule and it's a schedule that won't accommodate people's already existing regular work life balance, then of course you're probably gonna have people quit. But if you withhold changing the schedule because you have 3 or 4 or 5 different students who are like, oh, those times are really inconvenient, whereas you may have 75 people who never say anything, well, you just held yourself back from increasing your profitability because you let 3 or 4 parents that didn't like those class times actually shout the loudest and prevent you from becoming more profitable. And legit, one thing that I've noticed is as we've grown, I've stopped, and I don't know if caring is the right word, but it hasn't put as much impact on me as we've grown to hear about the parents that dislike what we've got going on. Because what I found is after all these years and years of doing this, ever since I was a little kid, working with my dad here in the martial arts school, and now as an adult running this school day to day, the thing that I see is that you can never please everyone. It never goes away. You never reach a certain student count where everybody's happy. And because you'll never reach that student count where everybody's happy, stop trying to do it. Stop trying to seek everybody's approval. The way in which you go about making sound business decisions is simply by seeking out sound advice, wisdom from people that have been there, that have done it before you. And if you don't have that, I highly encourage you to go get it, because everybody that's looking ahead at someone else who's already gone down that path is able to either step in the same footsteps that they did or hop out of the way of those, bombs that go off in the pathway, because now they can see what that person did and not make that same mistake again. Bottom line, guys, stop seeking approval, especially from your students. Make the sound business decisions. Make the decisions that's going to grow your school. Don't worry about whether or not you're going to be the most popular person, because that won't last. Worry about what's going to happen to your school and your future and your vision. And stop allowing people to get in the way of you making those decisions. Hey guys, as always, if you are enjoying these videos, you're getting a lot of value out of it, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and you click the links in the description. You can get to me on all those different platforms that are listed below. Hey, if you're not already involved in the Martial Arts Business Growth Network, make sure you go ahead and join that Facebook group. It's an exclusive Facebook group for martial arts school owners just like you, where you can come in and you can get some tips, some hints, some ways to grow your school, your mindset, your curriculum development. But the only way you can get to it is through the Facebook group, so make sure you join there. I'll see you guys next time. Jennifer Waters, peace out.